It's Sunday, it's 8 o'clock, it's stream time. Hi folks, and welcome to Conan Exiles, Age of Heroes. Yep, it finally dropped. When was it? Thursday? Was it Thursday it dropped? But we're finally, Wednesday or Thursday, can't remember now. It finally dropped, we've got it now. And the most noticeable thing right at the start is this animated menu system. That wasn't like that before, we just had a single picture, but it now has an animation that scrolls through and gives you all that screens there. Okay, let's have a look. Oh my god, there's loads of stuff going on in the chat. And Robert Mannix is back at his rightful place at first in the chat. Evening Anger, evening chat. Well, good evening, Robert. Good to see you. Mandy B, what's up, Anger? Evening chat. What's up, Mr. Mannix? That's good to see. Mandy B was second, and Rex Havoc is third. Congratulations. Who else have we got? The Bearded Phoenix. Hello there. Zylinev. Good evening. John Lehman. Good evening. John Bet. Good evening. John Bet says, the new age, not so good at the minute. Every thrall I put down, they disappear, but says they're still on the bench. Ooh, wow. Well, that's not so good. When I track them, somehow they are up in the Highlands. Oh, I've heard of this issue with the thralls teleporting to 000 up in the Highlands. We'll discuss that a little bit later on. Rex Havoc is having a similar problem, but it only affects one. The rest seem to be okay. John, every one he's put down, they're there for a minute, then gone. Interesting. Frost, good afternoon, good evening to you. Frost is not placing any down until there is a fix, not losing any of mine. Sounds like a good idea, Frost. Shade, good evening. Frost, I place a tier 1 at the benches, they disappear, not out much. How do gaming? Good evening, how are you? Grishnak, evening, your thrall has vanished, they could be hung up at grid G9, about 60 feet in the air. Yeah, that seems to be the place to go. Rex Havoc is playing on the Savage Wells map, just in case things didn't go well, don't know if that makes a difference. So the Savage Wells map will have to be updated by their devs. It won't automatically get updated, I don't think. Not sure. I haven't actually logged into Savage Wilds to check that yet. Let's see, John Bet Audi. Grishnak, jailer cages at Mounds of the Dead aren't replenishing on the server. Kathian Mannix, good evening, how are you? William Johnson, hello there. Marky Del Sparky, fit like all, good to see ya. Funcom messed up once again. Yeah, it kind of sounds that way. Let's see. Marky Aero Gect. Just relaxing here to frickin' save you. Man, I feel old now quoting that movie. Everyone but me and my roomie hated. Game Labs, good evening. How are you, Game Labs? Good to see you. Doxy88, yo. Let's see, don't know how much I'll be. I've only gotten a couple of hours sleep today and tired as heck. Happy 42 birthday to me. Yeah, happy birthday, Aero. Happy birthday indeed. Trip FTW, hello there. Good to see ya. Kathy's not feeling too good this weekend, hopefully just because of the weather. It's sad to hear that, Kathy Ann. Hope you get better soon. Yeah, the weather is horrendous today. Absolutely horrendous. Up in this part of the world anyway. Let's see, who else do we have? We have the Bearded Phoenix saying the animated in load screen looks good. You like it? Yeah, it's a nice addition. Semit Peck single player. Yeah, I'm on single player. I've checked out both my Conan, my Age of Empire. Pause. Rewind. Start that again. I've tried out my Isle of Sipta server and my Exiled Lands server, and everything's working fine for me on both those servers. I don't have much in the way of a base on the Sipta server. That's different from my Sipta series that we normally play on a Sunday. That's the actual live server that you guys can play on. But I've got quite a lot of followers on my Exiled Lands series, and they are all fine. The only issue I had was that my alchemy bench was full of stuff, so the alchemist wasn't able to become an item in the inventory of the bench. But I cleared out some items from there, and on the next server reset, the alchemist popped back into there and was fine. Super Crew 63 finally got his YouTube account back. Welcome from California. Welcome, Super Crew 63. Good to see you. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see who else is here. And Gabe Lab's got a video recorded yesterday, so it's relaxing today. Back to it tomorrow, and the vid will be out. Nice one. 20 degrees Celsius in California. Oh, it's definitely not that here today. Howling winds and driving rain. Saw Pro 1000, hello to you. Good to see you. Katrina Vince, hello there. I play and then have all my crafters in bed. Yeah, that does happen. Level 1 start. No, I'm going back to an old save because there's no point starting at level 1 because you can't see any of the new features. You need to have like a base and all the people. So I've gone back to my old save that we used to play all the way back months and months ago on a Sunday, and we'll check it out from there. Savage Wells is updated, says Trip. I was on a couple of hours and took about 30 minutes to lose a shield, right? Oh dear. Luna Gamer, I just watched your old series, was great. Thank you, Luna Gamer, thank you. Right, so before we go into the game, I've got a giveaway. I've got two giveaways to do today. The first giveaway is for the People of the Dragon DLC. It's a Steam key, as usual, so unfortunately it's just for people on Steam. But anybody can get it and give it to whoever they want. So I'm just make that live now. So to enter the draw for the giveaway, you need to go onto the Discord server. If you haven't been there before, there will be a link in the description below. There's a giveaway channel, and in there you can click the button to enter the giveaway. Let me just make sure it has gone live. I can see something there now. Yep, it's gone live. It's got 51 minutes remaining. It will get drawn automatically at 9 PM UK time. So 51 minutes time. So that, I say again, that's for a Steam key for the People of the Dragon DLC, which will become in handy when I release a video later in the week. All will become clear at that point in time. I have a second key to give away, and this is a first. It's still a Steam key, but it is for a Bazaar item package. So instead of a DLC, it's for an item in the Bazaar. So I don't know how this is going to work, but once this one has drawn, we'll set that one off, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, later on in the stream, we'll do one for an item from the Bazaar, which is a first. Okay, right, let's go back onto here. Bulwark, hello, good to see ya. See you're in the chat. Super Crew is also enjoying the No Man's Sky videos. Oh, thank you very much. Is John Bett's birthday coming up too? Is that what I'm reading? It's John Bett's birthday tomorrow. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow, John Bett. Right, let's log in and have a look. There we go. Right, people who were here back in the day will probably remember this Argosian base that we built quite some time ago, back before we moved to Sipta. So let's see. So there's our fallen comrades. R.I.P. Sparky, R.I.P. Raider, and R.I.P. Spam. So the fighters are still here. They are all okay. Horses are still here. Let's see. Stew the rabbit is still here. Right, there we go. We have an alchemist there. Marky Sparky forgot that he died. Yeah, it was a long time ago that one happened. Watching my numbers at the minute, you never know. Friday's stream may be a special one. We will see. Ooh, interesting, Game Labs. Right, let's place down our alchemist. Who straight away walks past the alchemist bench and goes and work on the fireball cauldron. Fair enough. Right, we've got a carpenter. Let's place him down. Mark Santos, good evening, how are you? Johnny Panker, good evening, how are you? Right, so for those who don't know, you used to have a little slot. That's the wrong thing. You used to have a little slot about here that you dropped the crafter into, and they just sat on that bench and they worked away doing that animation pretty much 24/7. Didn't do anything else. That's no longer the case. This is the living settlements, the new living settlements system, where now you place them in the world. So I can move them about, I can stick them over here, I can activate him, I can dress him with these different gear. He's got levels now. You can give him different weapons. But they'll wander about and they'll do a bit of work, and then they'll go and sit down somewhere, and they will go and get something to eat, might go and get something to drink, go sleep. They might admire a... Let's see, I don't actually think I have an armor stand. I think I've got a fireplace up here. I do. So some of them will come and sit down at the fireplace. They'll sit down cross-legged at the fireplace. They might come up and sit in those chairs and tables and have a break. And then they'll wander back and go back to work. But it's not a big issue, because you can see now that the bench has the thrall, and it picks up any thrall that's within range, which I can't remember, is it 50 meters of range or 50 foundations of range, but a decent range. And if you've got multiple thralls of the same type, you can flick between them to pick what crafting bonuses you want. So this one, you can see she is working away on the fireball cauldron, but if I go back to the alchemist bench, you can still activate her here and she'll do stuff in the alchemist bench as well. Nothing in there. Let's put down I think we've got a whole bunch of different okay, let's put down Connell. Drop him there. Where's he going to go and work? Going to go and work there, and he is a bladesmith with a dagger. But if we get this guy with a broken shield and put him down as well, let's see where he goes to work. He'll probably go to work at the tinkerer's bench. He is. But there we can see we can choose either Connell or Mutt. Although Mutt is the one working on the bench, we can also choose Connell here, and we can get him to, he's the plus damage. Mutt is the plus armor pen. So if we're making anything in any of the benches, and equally if we go to the blacksmith bench, we can choose the two of them. So if we want to make something with more damage, we use Connell. If we want to use something that has more armor pen, we use Mutt. Make sure to put extra beds for the crafter. They will go to them. Yeah, so I haven't made any beds for them yet. You can stop them interacting with stuff in the interact menu. You can indeed. It's 50 meters. Thank you. Thank you. Krishnak, so far he's lost an alchemist, a cook, a blacksmith and an archpriest. Blacksmith was new since the update. Only thralls still hang out is my sorcerer. Not place any I don't want to lose. Really? So do you have lots and lots of followers in your follower list, Krishnak? In like this list here? Because I did have the issue when I was playing on the beta, but it was because I had more followers than I was supposed to have, so therefore some of them disappeared. 333D worldwide 333, good to see you. Or they were sleeping down in your bed. You only put down 3 down so far. They needed to switch stuff up. Jim with the bike. Hello there. How are you? Who else do we got? Have we got any? Oh, so this is something that's quite cool as well. If we place down, where are you going to go and work? So she's a smelter. So she's got to work on that furnace there. So she has a increased crafting speed bonus on that furnace. But because of the range thing, she also is doing that one too. Marcos Vecto, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Yeah, so she's working and then having the effect on that one and on that one. So now you don't, I think I only had one. Yeah, I only had one smelter, but she now does all, so I don't need 3 smelters anymore. She does them all. 6 Badges, good evening. How are you? Wack was saying they were disappearing. They didn't raise the follower count on official. I'm good. Hope you are well too, my friend. Robert saying I always find mine propping up the bar in the tavern. There's a lot about your friends. Well, that's true. Show on the list but are greyed out. I've only about 20 thralls with the crafters. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I was definitely having that issue. So greyed out usually means that they're far away, isn't it? Let me see. Like Tame White Rabbit. So that Tame White Rabbit is all the way down in Noob River, which is why it's greyed out. Shaleback, Stygian Dancers, they're far away as well. Oh, I think I've got animals as well, of course, which are all adding to the count. There's the tavern, and of course the tavern keepers, I think it's pretty much consistent. Yeah, the tavern keeper has gone. That's pretty much consistent for everybody. And therefore, if there is no tavern keeper, there can be no people in the tavern. So we'll have to get ourselves another tavern keeper. Tame Scorpion. Oh, so that'll be okay, because it's still... It's not on the list, I think. Let's see, let's go to the zeros. Tame Scorpion. Yeah, so it's not been placed in the world yet, so it's not counted as one of the followers. So that'll be okay. There's nothing in the horse. Camel's here. Tomic's here. David's here. Who are these guys? These are people I've picked up from purges. Baron of the Wild Coast, so they're all okay. Oh, Iblis is going for a drink. If you recall, in the beta test, fighters were vanishing off the Wheel of Friendship. Workers all seem to be the same bug now. Okay. Peripheral Enigma, hello there, watch it with Sweden, good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, so she's come out to the bar and she's sitting eating an empty bowl. But that's the whole living settlement thing, is they will wander around. They're not actually going to be using any of your food. When they're eating, they won't use any of your food. They'll just wander about, and if we go back to here, we're still got her. We can still use her. Still got another alchemist in there as well. Don't need that one. So although she's out there eating, it's not going to affect our workstations. Somebody else wandering away. Who's this? Is that? It's Hodor the Bowmaker. So he's going to sit down, eat his bowl, and watch Leoneely having a bit of a dance. All good. Yanni Panker said the game doesn't work at all for some reason. Didn't play Conan for a few months now. Oh, right. If you place a fountain, thralls will sit on its edge reading. Okay. A boozed up smelter, yeah, indeed. Domin Real, good evening to you. Anna said she keeps finding hers hovering way up high somewhere up close to Tellis Island. Yeah. So I think it's up about here. Just around about this location here. Up in the sky. That seems to be where a lot of the thralls are teleporting to. But if you can get there, you can grab them back, get them to follow you and bring them back again. But if you haven't got any sort of admin rights to be able to get up that high, it's going to be rather difficult. Could maybe build a tower to get up there. Let me see, what am I missing? Do you have the spit roast fire? Really like the new cook animation. I don't think I do in this one. Let's just have a quick... Let's do that. Get rid of that. And go to crafting stations. Cooking. Spit roast. Let's put it in this way. Overlapping with another object or terrain. Why is it not going in there? Let's put it in like that. Right, now we need a cook. Do I have any cooks? Oh, I don't actually think I have any cooks. If I had a cook, it would be here. I obviously don't have a cook in this playthrough. Let's make one magically appear. Let me see. A black hand cook. Pick a random cook. See where she'll go and work on. There she goes. So yeah, she sits at the end and spins the spit roast, which is a lot more accurate than what they did before. Oh, she's back. She's back to work. Oh no, she's away upstairs. You're going to go to my bed, because I've only got one bed in this base. Let's craft a couple of other beds. Decorations, bedroom. Let's use Stygian one. One there. One there. Come on.
Such a pretty sight.
One
Tiny
there.
books and coffers, gravid with glittering gold.
You got to use it. Yep, so he's got to use that bed. Mutt. But we can work on it. You can go choose this. Pick any object. If you can pick a bed. That's a ceiling. You can disable thrall use. So if there's a certain bed or a certain chair that you don't want them to use. That's the table, chair. You can disable thrall use so they won't use it. Which is something that added in. That wasn't in the beta. If I... No, get out, get out. I think that's new as well. If you just tap on the bed, you go to sleep on it. I think before you kind of had to stand on it and then use the sleep emote to make it look like you were on the bed. But now you can just tap on the bed and you'll automatically just sleep on it. Right. Can I get to you? Let me disable it for thrall use. Can you get off?
Yes,
Right.
the books are balanced.
So now they shouldn't use this bed. It should now be blocked.
Better check them.
But all the other beds and the chairs. There you go. She's going lying down there. All good. Let me see. I'm a scrolling off the. Too much chat. I'm scrolling off the screen. Let me just roll up a bit. See if I've missed anything. Right, if you call the beta, okay, the wheel problem. So Elibet also had a similar video. Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos. I'm not sure what the cause of that is yet, and I haven't seen Funcom mention. They've mentioned the fact that the barkeepers are gone, but I haven't seen them mention anything about all the other crafters disappearing. You can get crafters in your tavern too, so yeah, that we'll come to the cages later on. There's the cages that you get in Sipta with the jailers are now here in Exiled Lands 2. But you can also have crafters turn up in those cages, and you can also have them turn up in your tavern as well now. What else? It would be cool if they could level up like you had a trainer or something. Yeah, well, so you can level them up like a normal fighter, but more for fighting purposes than it. But it would be cool that if you got like a blacksmith 1, whether you could train them to become a blacksmith 2, and then eventually a 3, and then eventually a tier 4. That would be cool. Maybe that'll come in the future. This is maybe the first phase of having living thralls. They fixed the grey ones. They are now armed. So the grey ones, for the last god knows how long, have just been punching and not taking their weapons out. But apparently they are fixed now, which makes it a lot more dangerous to go to the grey one, the pools of the grey ones. Mark Santos really wanted to get into Conan this weekend, but since I saw the bad news about the update, they haven't even loaded up the game. Well, I mean, it's still possible to play, Mark. You might not want to place out your tier 4 thralls just in case. I personally haven't had any issues so far, both on a single player game and on the online servers. So I'm not sure if it's a mod thing that's causing it, or whether it's a number of followers that's causing it. I don't know what the answer is. Hodor the Humble didn't look very happy considering he had the best seat in the house. Yeah. Jim is asking, is this the beginner series save? No, this is the Exiled Lands save that we used to use way back on Sunday streams. So whenever it's a different save for the Sunday streams than all the other series, and we did a complete playthrough of Exiled Lands, and then we've moved to Sipta. But because most of the new features in Age of Heroes is on Exiled Lands, I've just went back to an old Exiled Lands save for this Sunday just to check stuff out. Let's see. Was that a rat? Yeah, that there is a rat. The rat comes from one of the journey steps. Is it the Beastmaster one? Yeah. So if you complete the Beastmaster journey step to unlock a tamer, craft an animal pen, raise an animal, level up your pet, you get this rat catcher's whistle. And if you make one of those rat catcher whistles and blow it, a rat will appear. It's possibly escaped out a door. They tend to try to run out the door, along with Stu the rabbit there, which was a Twitch drop back last Easter, or maybe even the Easter before. But the rat will just wander about the base. No idea where he's gone. Going to the stairs? No. Up the stairs. So nobody is using the bed. That's good. Nobody's sitting down in front of the fire yet. And if you watch the YouTube short I put out on Friday, I think it has most of the different. Oh, there's the rat there. Look, hanging about in the kitchen. A rat in the kitchen, looking for some food. Yeah, it has most of the stuff. It has the people looking at armor stands. Oh, he's working. So the bow maker is working on the artisan table, which is interesting. I suppose it doesn't matter. You don't get different effects, so that's why there's no. He's not showing up in the list. Just anybody. All they'll do is give plus crafting speed. So any thrall that can give you plus crafting speed will appear there, and there's no point flicking between them because they don't make any difference. They all just do crafting speed. That's why he's not showing up in the list, but is showing up in that list. Right, do we have any other? I don't even think we had a sorcerer. No, we don't have a sorcerer. Working on there. Will we make a sorcerer? We'll make one magically appear. Spawn him. Let's just pick an accursed sorcerer. That will do. There she goes. I'm just going to start working on the bench. And there it is. She's there, and we get the bonuses. Sorcerer spells. Dress her up. What's the name of the gear that they would normally wear? Cultist? There we go. Skelos cultist gear. So we can click on her and we can give her stuff to wear. And there we go. She's got her clothes on. And of course we can do the normal stuff. We can make like really good armor. And then we can use the illusion system to make it look like more RP armor. So we can give her a full set. What is she? She is basically a strength one. So we could give her a full set of strength gear, but change it in the illusion system to make it look like that. So that it looks right when she's got the right armor on. So that works okay. Let me see, where are we in chat? Do we know where to get the new fighter from the one who replaced Freya? The Helga, you mean, Game Labs? As far as I know, she doesn't appear anywhere in the world. But it's, for those who don't know, if you had a Freya before the update, if you went and got yourself one or two Freyas, Freya now is called Helga because the new Freya is the companion, the new companion for Age of Heroes. So any Freyas you had before are now called Helga. They have exactly the same stats. They look different, and they seem to have like random hairstyles. I don't have one on this playthrough, but they look different but have exactly the same stats. So they haven't changed the stats or anything. They're now called Helga instead of Freya, which kind of makes sense. They're having the different Freyas around.
Fine harvest of riches. Very fine.
Bulwark says, so right, you get the reward from the journey steps. Yep, that's correct. 33D Worldwide 3 says, kind of lost why they made crafter thralls. I have 7 religions with named priests and a crafter for each bench, almost 20 in total. And if I use a taskmaster and with teleports, it's nice to have a dancer. Yeah, okay. So are you... What are you saying there? You're saying that it's too many people to have around? But I mean, you had them already, but now you're probably in a situation where you probably don't need as many now, because you can have one guy working multiple benches. But yeah, that is just their thing. They're trying to make it a more living world. And make your thralls now move around and do RP stuff. Let me see, what do I want to do? I want to have where are the display stands? There's a display stand. Let's take that. Let's then magically make a set of armor to put on it. There we go. So hopefully at some point in time somebody will walk past and they'll stand and they'll admire the armour on the stand as another thing that they do. Pop upstairs and see if anybody's sitting at the fire yet. Nope, not yet. The people who are sleeping are no longer sleeping. He's eating away. My only issue with it is that it's kind of... there's a taskmaster. It's kind of having almost a little bit of the opposite effect, because the people aren't at your benches anymore because they're out wandering about doing other stuff. I would like to see them spending a bit more time actually at the benches than doing the other... So, I mean, he's just wandered straight away. He's just going straight for a break, out to the tavern straight away. Oh yeah, he's just standing there watching Mutt. Maybe a bit close, might invade in personal space. Oh, he's away. Oh look, my dog has fallen through the floor. Who are you? Smelter and a cook are out here gathering together. Ah, that's interesting. I've not seen that happen before. I hear lots about people falling through foundations, but it doesn't happen to me. But my guard dog has fallen through the foundation, so that's a first for me. Okay, right, let's see what other people's saying. Anyone like the new building set in the bazaar? It does look really good. I haven't got a hold of it yet myself. But that's this set here, the Argosian Observatory. So it definitely looks really nice. But yeah, I don't have it yet myself to check it out. Cooking spit has always been a pain in the arse to place. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, did I just skipped past a whole pile of chat there. I need to fix the Thrall Taker journey. Since you don't place crafters in the workstation anymore, placing them in the world doesn't count for the journey and can't do that last step. So if you pick one up and say move, you get these slots. So if you place them in those slots, does that not do the job? I placed her in the wrong place there. Come on. Oh, that fireball cauldron doesn't even have a slot. Okay, just drop her there. There she goes. So yeah, I haven't tested that myself. So does putting them in the green ghost space, does that not do it? Let me see. Terrain issue when building seems to be another bug. You have one wall and a ceiling. It's a pain to place items. Okay. I haven't seen that. I've done a little bit of building since the new update, and I haven't seen any issues myself, but okay. Let's see. So because he can't complete the journey step, he hasn't got purple lotus orbs. So yeah, that's a major issue. Only that bed can be laid on. Oh, okay. What is on the bazaar today? So what all was there? So the big item is that Argosian Observatory. Then we've got the Aesir Warrior set, which has got the Raider armor and the weapon and shield and the Aesir Armored Wolf as part of it. You can also buy the armament separately, just the axe and the shield. A camel driver, so it's 2 different camel saddle skins and a emblem. And the old Numidian Watchtower set with the archer armor. So that's dyed. That's showing my dyes that I've got. I've got the blue and white dyes on my armor, and it's showing what it would look like dyed. A bow, the sentry bell, a stack of arrows, hanging flag, and an emblem. A market stall, and the pyramid Stygian emblem. That's what's on right this moment. 10 days left on the observatory, 4.5 hours on the warrior set and the armaments, and 3 days on these two, and 16 hours on these two. Let's see. So Audu saying that you can still place them on a station after you placed them. Did you try? Oh, okay. So we don't know whether that actually works or not yet. Found a barkeep first try in the Black Keep of all places. Are you going to start a new season for Age of Heroes? I probably won't, because there's just not enough actual different content to make a whole season from. Because other than the fact that your guys walk around a bit and you've got some guys in cages, there's just not, well, they're companions as well, but you can't really get the companions until quite late on. You'd have to be a hell of a better gamer than I am to be able to get those companions early on. Jim's saying, my Bragaris the Baker has gone to Asgarth. Anyone know why? So that just seems to be the common place where they go. When they do go, they go to 000 on the map, which is that location up around here. And they tend to be floating up in the air. Is 3D is waiting for in case they roll back servers like last time. I doubt that will happen. It's too far gone now. Let me see. Got a rat in my kitchen, which sure do. The rollback servers because a build was disappearing from decay. People lost whole bases. Yeah, that was the infamous Numidian set back in beginning of Age of War. The rat was behind the oven all along. Yep, he was there. Time's out. So we've got 15 minutes of the giveaway left. So for those who are new, there's a giveaway happening over on the Discord right now in the giveaway channel. And it's a giveaway for the People of the Dragon DLC, the Steam key for the People of the Dragon DLC. So if you fancy a set, one of those DLCs, get over there, hit the button. It's free. You can, and whoever gets it at 9 o'clock, which is, let me see, what time is it now? We've got 14 minutes to go. Don't be fooled if you visit Death Hill at the Bounds of the Dead. They didn't clone Delencia. It's the jailer who's the same model. Yep. So the jailer will be different models in different locations around the map. SW Pro How's your castle is super nice. So thank you very much. This is very much taken from a Barden build design. I can't remember what it was originally called. Barden builder Gaussian something, can't remember, but it was I won this DLC on an Anabriella stream, and then went looking for something Argosian to make out of it and found his stream, so made it off of that. We then tweaked it and built the bridge in front of it and stuff, and the section over the other side that the rabbit is desperate to get through. This was all a two-layer stable, but I ran out of space. I needed more space for more crafting stations, so I turned the stable into a crafting station setup. There's something there. Well, that's something I need to show. Put you down there. Right, if we... Oh, the rat and the rabbit are both trying to get through. If we go to the tanner's table, so we'll have the trick where you can put your tanner, you can put an armourer on the tanner's table, and you get these two. So the stitch and the weave. I have a feeling we don't even actually have a tanner. We've got armourers. So there's Taris leather binder. So let's put you down. Put you on there. So there we go. We've got Arcan Broken Fingers for the shield right, and we've got Tanaris Leatherbinder for the durability. So we can pick which one we want. If we want more armor with a little bit, so you get a little bit of durability and reduced weight anyway, but with the shield right you get double extra armor, and with this guy you get double durability but with a little bit more armor and weight. So you can pick between them, but because we've got an armourer elsewhere in the building, we don't even have to put anybody on this bench because it picks that up, and we get the stitch and the weave options appear automatically. So we can use stitch early on to craft heavy hide out of normal hide and twine. We can stitch together normal hide and twine to get heavy hide. Now, a way of getting heavy leather very early on. Let me see, where else have I got to? Cannot find the thralls that have gone to... So they're not... They shouldn't be in Azagarth, Jim. They are... They should be around about... it's around about this location here. Just to the east of the Northern Aqueduct, and they'll be up in the sky. You can usually just see them up in the sky. Wondering when you will make your next castle build guide. I wonder if there's a castle build guide coming out really shortly that uses the People of the Dragon DLC. I wonder if that's a coincidence or whether that's just happened today or not. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Didn't store my thralls before the patch. Are they gone now? So no. So like we saw there. Is there any more that I could find? Yeah. So like this guy here. This guy was on my thrall slot, and with a new update, they'll have come off of your thrall slot because it doesn't exist anymore, and they'll just be in the inventory of the bench, like that. They become an item, and you have to place them in the world. You can't, like I can't place them straight on the bench. They need to be walkable, so you have to place them down in the world first, and then they will automatically move to the bench, or you can drop them on the bench, but they'll wander about themselves. Let me just drop him back in there, because he's still an item at the moment. That is going to be one of the issues for moving base, is once you've got your thralls in the world, they are thralls like your fighters and stuff like that are. So you can't pick them back up again. Before the crafter thralls, you could stick them in your horse or in your camel. You could take them off the bench, stick them in a mount and carry a whole bunch of them at once to your new base. You won't be able to do that anymore, because once you've placed them in the world, they're placed. Like this guy. So you can't pick them up. So I guess what you're going to have to do is you could go to War Party and get 2 of them following you at once, and then use map rooms or transportary stones to move them 2 at a time. Or if you don't even have that, you're just going to have to ride them to their new location, drop them off, go back and go and get the next 2. Just like you would have to do with your fighters. Do it that way. Let me see. What else have we got? How do you just bumped into one of his Freyas yesterday? Diane Stevens says you've lost workers and fighters. They're still in my follow list, but they're gone. Not in Undermesh either. So you could try the whole go to your followers, pick a follower, right click and go rescue and get them to see if they'll come back to you. The unfortunate thing with that is they will drop anything they've got on them. So any weapons or armor they've got on them, they will drop it. But that might work. And then of course the other one is go up to up here and see if they're floating in the sky up here. That seems to be what everybody is getting them going to. Jesus says, do I feel like a hero now? Funnily enough, not so much, no. Not so much. So yeah, what is the hero? Is the Age a hero? Are the companions the heroes? Your new Freya and Lufey, are they your heroes? Or are you the hero because you've went and rescued them? I think the priests are confused. I put down so that, yeah, the priests just seem to go to any religious station. They don't go to their own station. So a set priest will go to a Ymir altar and vice versa. So I think they need to fix that, because although having a blacksmith going to any blacksmith meant, so look at this area. Look, there's nobody working in here at all. So the whole living settlement bit, it's not looking that much like a living settlement here. Because there should be armourers in here, there should be smelter in here, carpenters, blacksmith, alchemists, and a taskmaster, all in this room. This is my main crafting room, and there's not a single one of them here, because they're all out. Let me see, are they up here? Some of them are asleep up here. Still not seeing anybody at the fire. Or... oh, there's somebody there. Or they're in here in the pub. Yep, there's one. He's still here. So I wonder, are they stuck on the stools? Let me move that stool back a bit. should be that if they get stuck, they should just teleport. Who are you, Iblis? Let's move them over there. And over there. See what they do. They do seem to do this a lot. They'll stand doing like nothing for a while, and I think they're waiting for like there'll be like a certain timing cycle that they're going to do something for a certain amount of time, and then the cycle will click, and then they'll go off and do something else. So I think if they're stuck like that, they're in the middle of a cycle, and then suddenly something will trigger, and they'll start wandering about. But yeah, what have we got? We've got 5 of our crafters in the pub. There was still nobody working in here. There's three up here. Everybody's chilling out instead of doing any work. Even the guy that was on here. Oh, there's Arkin Brokenfinger, who was working through there. Looks like he's heading for the pub as well. Yep, off he goes. Yeah, so it doesn't make my base look that lived in, because none of them are here. Oh, even the sorcerer is heading to the pub as well. Sleeping hard makes you hungry, yeah. It seems like everyone has issues with it at every update. Pretty much. Do they go back to the benches once an item is being made? No, they don't. You don't need them back at the bench to make something. As long as they're in range, you can select who you want to do the crafting, and you can craft it, and they will do the bonus. They don't actually have to be here at the bench to make any difference. So anything I make with Hodor selected, I'll get the bonus damage on it. And same with all the benches. So you don't actually need them to be at the bench to do the crafting. They will craft it anyway. Straight to the dancer. Men of culture. Let me see. I just jumped to the end there again. I've done the same thing again. How far did I go? Age of lazy ass thralls that don't want to work. Yes, Domin, yes indeed. Very little working going on. PG Ben, hello there, good to see you. Right, we've got 1 minute left on before the giveaway is drawn. Or the first giveaway is drawn. Right, we'll see. Diana saying she found one sorcerer in the air, but the others weren't there. And Miss My Delencia. Let me see. Audu offered to work in my tavern. He was having none of it. Yeah, so yeah, Audu offered to work in my tavern for me. But the problem is that Audu will drink all the profits, so we can't have that. Can't have that. I had to decline. Sorry, Audu. Unless they fix since the beta, then no, it doesn't work. What was that in relating to? Sure he has his reasons, yeah. Be drinking more than serving, exactly. See, people know you, and people know you, Audu. To be honest, I've been spending most of my time improving spiral staircases and making Anger's base design, the one with the central wheel of friendship, a bit more spacious. So has Game Labs. He's taken that basic tower design and he made the outer wings bigger. They'd made, I think it's like another circle bigger, and he's now made the central tower taller. And he also made it out of different material as well. So he took the basic design and tweaked it to make it more of his own. Fantastic. I like it. Being fruity was a shame not to drink it. Went there, couldn't find it. Oh dear. Build steps up to the spot so people can just run up and grab the thralls. Nice. If you click on the follower eye icon, it doesn't show on the map. Oh, where are you going? Cook's going to the pub as well. Back to Tinkerbot. Hello there, how are you? Sorry I missed the stream, been busy today. Not a problem at all. Good to have you here. Some went to G9 show bull, but others, the bugs don't even show on the map and get deleted if you try to rescue. Maria Chamorn. Longer good to be back to catching a live stream after months of missing them. Hello chat, hope everyone's doing great. Well, nice to have you back, Maria. Game Labs is saying I had a bit of a calm moment when recording Monday's video. Check it out to see what I mean. Should be out around 7 PM UK time. Okay, shall do, Game Labs. Let's see. Wonder if they will have an update with 0 issues. Kind of doesn't look like it, does it? This is why I was asking them to put out an updated version on the beta. They put out the beta, we found a big list of issues, they've tweaked and fixed a lot of those issues, but they never put a new build on the beta for us to test further. Because you know that whenever they fix one issue, it quite often happens that they'll introduce another one. So they really should have put more builds, updated builds on the beta for us to continually check. Some of the crafters have serious HP in them. Some of them do indeed, and usually the ones from further north. They kind of follow the rest of the I don't know, clans, whatever they're called. So the Exiles will have lower health. The Cimmerians will have larger health. That kind of thing. You're the hero because you keep playing the game. Yeah, well, that's maybe it. Yep. Right, let me have a look at the giveaways. Let me see. So the winner of the People of the Dragon DLC was Lardia. So congratulations, Lardia. Oh, okay. So on Dino it's saying Laria, but your display name on Discord is Maria CH. So you are the winner, Maria. Congratulations. I will DM you the Steam key over once we've finished the stream today. Right, now I need to set up the next one. So how do I do that? Go to here. I need to go to here. So the next one is a first. It is an item from the bazaar. It's a Steam key for an item from the bazaar. So let me just create this right now. Let me see. Put that in there. Put that in there. What is it? We'll end it at tonight at 9:55, so just before the end of the stream. There we go. We'll put it in the giveaways, and we'll go create a giveaway. That should now appear in Discord. It is. So it is a Steam key to give you a Yamatai Onsen furniture bundle. So the Yamatai sort of bath set is what this giveaway is for. So that is now live. So if you want to go on the Discord channel in the giveaways, you can find that there. Hit the button to enter, and that'll be drawn in about 50 minutes time. And again, whoever wins that will get the key after I've finished the stream. Okay, so yeah, congratulations, Maria or Maria. That's will be your prize as the People of the Dragon DLC. Okay, right. Yeah, so well done, well done. Right, what will we do? So that's kind of the living settlement thing kind of covered. That's working well. So let's have a quick look. The next big thing is the companions. So if you've got food, you do have food. You can come with me. Stu's making a break for it. Oh, that's something different as well. The defend when attack. So you can see there, that's guarding. She says defend. She's following me, so it says what mode she's in. So if I change passive, it now changes to attack nothing. If I change to aggressive, it changes attack all enemies, and then back to defensive, defend when attack. So it tells you what mode she's in without actually having to go in and check it in the menu. Did they fix the missing armor spawn at the little camp for a new... That's a great question. That is a great question. Let's head there right now. So that is down here. So this is the camp. Anything going to spawn in? Exit creative mode now. So it doesn't look like they have. Let's nip up there. So there should be an armor. There used to be a guaranteed armor spawn right here on that mat. And there was a fighter that would wander around. And that's what we used to use to get our stitch early on. Let me see. Should have taken a horse with me. Because the other section is the Chaos Corner with all the crocodiles. Get out of it. Let's go and see if there's anything up here. Nothing where all the crocodiles should be either, so they're not there either. Griznak. Just nip up here and have a quick look. Whalebacks are still there. But up here there should be a little exiled camp and a whole bunch of crocodiles all fighting each other, and there is nothing here. Nope, nothing. Something else I wanted to check is down here where the Catan caravans should be. They should be gone now. They are gone. But what I've been finding is they've been leaving around like little items, like maybe a floating candle or stuff in random locations. Yeah, it seems to be all clear here. Yeah. Like on the SIPTA server, when I was playing on the SIPTA server, where like there might have been a barrel with a candle sitting on top of it. The caravan and the people and the barrels have all gone, but there would just be a floating candle. And I've seen, I noticed Kaya on Fire has put a short out with lots of locations that had floating candles in it. Goes next, it saw some in Sepamaru. Let's go up to Sepamaru then. Where's the... Try to remember where the caravan was. It was around about there, I think. Let me see, where are we? Yeah, it was this way, this way. It was here. It was right here. Any candles here? You know what? On this save game, the caravans weren't here. I haven't actually played the caravans on this save game. So they've never been here, so that's why it's clean. They won't have disappeared. It's when the items are here. With the same thing with the Jebel, like the invisible Jebel Sag. What was it called? The altar. The altar was there, but it was invisible and you couldn't see it, but you could bump into it and you see its nameplate. But on this save game, we've never had the caravans here that they need to be here for them to disappear and then not take the candles with them. So yeah, we're not going to get it on this save game, but it'll be on possibly on our other save games. Okay, right. Let's head over. Let's go and speak to Freya first. So Freya's hovel is here. So we'll teleport up to there. So this update is the worst yet bugs-wise. I don't know. I think Chapter 1 of Age of War with that Numidian people's whole bases disappearing, and then because they disappeared, their benches and their thralls disappeared, and all their stuff went as well. That's probably the worst, yeah. So Audu's saying the same. I think Chapter 2 where they introduced the PvE raid, and that was broken. They also introduced camels, which you couldn't tame, or were doing some weird flying stuff. And what was the other thing? There was a third thing that introduced all in the same chapter, and that was broken too. Oh, the demolishers were one-shotting your buildings, so they were absolutely destroying your buildings. So the three things they put out in that chapter were all broken, and it was just before, I think it was just before Christmas, and they put out the update and then went on Christmas holidays. So it was like a month and a half before they put a fix out for it as well. That was really bad. But yeah, 2 chapters of Age of War were horrendous. Right, so up here before, Freya used to be over here and would attack you. There used to be various Nordheimers around here that would also attack you. They're all dead now. Lying dead. And there's a white wolf that used to be in that bushes that would also attack you. It's also lying dead. But Freya, we can speak to her now.
The dreamer dreamed on the cold grey hills. The seeker rode in the sun. They are parted by fire and death and time.
Obo Gamer, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Just wanted to say hi and RIP my barkeepers. Well, from what I'm hearing, if it's just your barkeepers that's gone, you're in the lucky ones. There's a lot of people are finding that other crafters are disappearing. Either disappearing altogether or heading up to 000. Hopefully going forward with the new update schedule, they'll take more time to fix. Well, this is part of the new update schedule. This was all delayed longer to make it all work, but it hasn't worked. And I wholeheartedly believe that the need, if they're doing a PTR or a beta, fix the problems, update the beta so we can check that again and cycle through that until pretty much all the bugs are gone before you go live. But they didn't do that. I did ask them and they didn't do it. I used a grave earlier to get a zombie, and after spawning it couldn't move and had to relog to get unstuck. I've had the whole rubber banding not moving thing. That's kind of been here for a long time. I don't know whether it's the amount of building pieces you've got when it loads in or what that causes that issue. But yeah, a couple of reloads usually freeze you. Hope we'll put all your crafters in boxes ahead of the update and not putting them down yet. Yeah, it's probably the safest bet. But I'm not seeing any problems myself, but there are plenty of people who are. All my crafters won't show up when placed at their stations. I still have the combat thralls. So, well, they won't stay at their stations. That's the whole point, is that they'll move about, and that's what we were just showing earlier on. My whole crafting room that should have had 5 or 6 crafters in it, most of them were in the pub or sleeping upstairs, and very few of them were actually working. Thrall journey is also kind of hard to trigger when doing the crafters. Yeah, so what we're trying to find out is if you put them in the green ghost slot, whether that does the job or not. Update a grain breaker for Jules DN. No thralls on benches. Bugged and glitched on seating, disappeared under foundations, or just AWOL. Unless they're invisible when moving about. Defo the second best place to put a pub or bed. Yeah, yep. Right, what's she saying?
Dreams when the cold stars shine, and the dreamer seeks for his soul in mine. And dream and seeking must meet and twine.
Just saying some sort of poem.
Ere ever the day is done.
Want to know what happened here?
Rise. The jackals came. They set fire to the hut and took my man, Angvar. No, Angvar could see the shape of it right away. He surrendered to protect me. That man, always my shield when I need him.
Where did they take
I
him?
don't know.
That's it, you just got to sit around singing sad songs.
I just need a moment. Why do you care?
I roam around the Exiled Lands looking for people to help, and you need help.
And start by searching the bodies. If we're going to find my husband, we need to know where these fools came from.
Okay, so it doesn't matter which order you search them with, because it's always on the third one, so we'll search this one. But at least it does tell you this warrior was brutally slain. It didn't say anything at all in the beta. But at least it tells you now what's going on. Where's the other ones? There's nothing here but a stench of death. And this one has got a note. And if we check out the note, it tells you about a job to come and grab these guys, and bring them to Stormwatch.
Did you find anything out?
So the admin command don't work on live game labs. That only seems to work on the beta. Or at least if there's a new admin command, I haven't found it yet. How long do the companions' quest lines take? So Freya's has got six days, and each day will have an 8-hour break in between. Liu Fei has 4 days, and again with the 8-hour break in between each part. So it's with that 8-hour, it's possible to do 2 in one day. If you do one first thing in the morning, then do another one 8 hours later. So it's possible to do them in 2 or 3 days, but it essentially will take you 4 or 6 days to do them. I don't know whether you can you type in admin commands on consoles? You obviously can on a PC if you're admin.
Stormwatch. That's a Vanir place. You'll find it west of here.
Shaky Dave has turned off living settlements for now. Yeah, that is an option in the settings. You can turn them off. So you can't just zip through it in one session. No, you can't. Unless they have a new admin command, you can type that in. You were able to use admin commands on the beta, speed it up, but those commands don't work on live, and I haven't found an updated one yet.
I am not ready. You'll need to give me some time.
Need some time.
Yes, take your barbed tongue and go.
Okay. Right, so we have to go to Stormwatch, which is over here, I think it is. But before we do that, I'm going to go over here. Some of the quests determine perks. Pixel Cave has a good video on it. Yep. So there's 3 points during the quests that will make the difference. Right. Can't remember what this area is called, but I think we've got one of the new cages up here. You are a jailer. This is Desert Watch. So I'm not sure what his character is. Whether he's a particular, like the ones down in New River are cannibal brutes. But this is the jailer. He drops his weapons and his armour as normal, but he also has the jailer key. And there's somebody else. Oh, there is somebody else. Hello. Take him out, please. Oh, he's bled to death. And over here we have someone in a cage. Who is it? It's a Mitra Archpriest. That's nice. But I don't want you, so bye-bye. There we go. Right. That was just a little aside. That was one of the locations that you get one of the new cages at Desert Watch here. We need to go over this way. Drink time, drink time, drink time. Thank you. And we'll take something to eat as well. There we go. So this here, on this like sort of outcrop here, is South Watch. So let's go in here. Storm Watch, sorry, not South Watch. There's a wolf. Grizznex had a couple of nice fighters from that cage, nice. But at least I saw that was an archpriest, so that was essentially a crafter. Which, well, we haven't had cages on Exiled Lands before, but we haven't had priests like that before either. Right, there's a guy, archer over here. And another wolf. Okay, I think that's them all. Right, and then we go in here. There is a book that Secret of Fortune. I can find it as hovel in the. So it's somebody saying we need to bring the delivery of Angvar, the blacksmith, from the hovel in the hills east of Asgarth. And we'll pay 300 gold pieces. And then there's a little bag of coin. So we got, oh, that's random. Wait, we only got one coin there. And then we've got this note here that tells you about fretting up cousin exiled brutes to do the job with me. Once we return to Stormwatch, I'll gut the dogs. So no, so he's got to go and get the guy with his cousins, and then once they've got them back here, they'll gut them so nobody can tell. So on the beta, when you picked up those notes, a whole bunch more people spawned, but they don't seem to spawn anymore. But we've got those notes, we've got that information, so now we have to head back to Freya. So let's fast forward back to Freya. Let me see. Found more thralls in cages at the summoning place than anywhere. The others don't seem to respawn thralls. You can befriend the cannibal brutes. Can you make the jailers your friends? No, you can't. So jailers can't be tamed. You can just kill them, and because they're one skull bosses, and the only one skull bosses you can tame are the guys down on Noob River. But because they're all based on a character from the area, so like the Noob River ones are based on the cannibal brute. So if you find an actual cannibal brute, you can still knock them out. The ones up in the Mounds of the Dead are based on Delincia. So if you find a Delincia, you can still tame her. Archpriest is tier 3. Yep, so it's a decent one. It's not something we need, but it just shows that there is a chance that you can get crafters or priests in there, not just your fighters and archers and stuff like that you used to get.
I wasn't sure you'd be back. Any tidings of Angvar?
Right, they followed the path all the way west to Stormwatch. I found these notes.
I don't recognize the seal of the Ravensfoot. but someone is working behind the scenes. They mentioned the clan. I wonder.
Do you know something?
I just suspect something. I must travel to New Azagarth and speak with the tribal elders.
Shall I accompany you?
No, the villagers abhor outsiders. I must go alone. And listen, I have been lying to you. I'm no warrior. Not anymore.
Jules is dipping out. Thanks, Jules DN. Good to see you anyway. Borderline Hollow is upgraded to a 4080 Super, so that's the GPU I'm running at the moment. Amazing GPU, though I pulled a noob move and didn't update my BIOS first. Had to get a new motherboard. Oh wow. Yes, you can still befriend the cannibal brutes. Yes, that is it. The gold in there, you can keep picking it up. A couple when they're temporarily buffed. So Mark has got a couple of the cannibal brutes. Is that what you mean? When they gave new region to explore. So there's no new regions to explore at the moment, Raphael, and I don't think there will be because the map is already at maximum that consoles can handle. So they're already struggling with memory on console, so that I don't think they're going to upgrade this map. Hopefully they'll make a brand new map. That would be good and have it a bit better optimized. This will be the first 8-hour wait. Yep, real time, although someone said you can't advance your PC time. Oh, right, okay. Interesting. Right.
Before we were brought to the Exiled Lands, I fought.
Yeah, whatever.
And we were captured.
Yep, whatever.
My wound has never truly healed, and my ability to fight is all but gone.
So she's been wounded and
My
it's
man was taken,
causing problems.
Not because he was weak, but because I can't fight. Perhaps there is a witch named Hulda. She laid an enchantment on my blade when Angvar forged it for me. She might be able to help. Once I have spoken with the elders and hopefully found Hulda, I should know more about where they have taken Angvar. I will seek you out.
You have an encampment.
In the Exiled Lands,
I do.
I assume.
Show her on the
Look
map.
for me there in a few days.
Okay.
And thank you for your help.
There you go. So now that's the first 8-hour break. You have to wait unless we can find out a new what do you call it? Console command to advance the time. You have to come back in 8 hours time to speak. She'll actually speak to you in your base. She'll appear at the base and tell you to meet her up back here, and then you can do the next part 2. Right, so let's head over to Lu Fei. So Lu Fei is located over here, just at the Dagon's Embrace. Go down here. And there used to be lots of grey apes around here. And they used to interrupt you, so you used to have to clear them out first, particularly the one that was up here. It patrolled around up here. It would eventually aggro on you down here, and then you would have to be stuck in the middle of your conversation while getting hit. But they've got rid of them all now. So there he goes. He's stuck in the Yogtha plant.
By Chung-Ho's grace, you made it.
Can you do Freya and the other one in the same outer power? You sure can. That's what we're doing now. So this one is pretty simple. So
Exile, we have little time. As you have no doubt surmised,
his form is trapped in the plant.
I am Lu Fei.
He's Lu Fei. How did he get there? He did some magic stuff, then got tricked by a demon.
Many hours of research and scribe. It is my eternal shame to admit.
Demon within tricked me.
I will forego the humiliating details, but know that the beast lured me into this vegetal prison, where I am unable to stop it.
Perhaps I can hack the plant to bits.
You must not.
Can't do that because it'll kill him too.
Completely understand the
Poor
plant's
Dagon never gets a break. Yeah.
anatomy.
What level should you be to befriend the two companions? That's hard to say. There's some parts of the quests are quite tough. For example, part of Freya's quest, you have to go into the Well of Skelos dungeon, and that's pretty tough in there. You also have to go into New Azagarth, fight a bunch of Veneer...
We will have to find another way to
what are they called? Nordheimers up there. Lufay's probably not as difficult. There's a couple of bosses that you have to kill. Get some ingredients that you could probably do, depending how strong your followers are or how strong your gear is. You could probably do that maybe around level 30 or 40. But the Freya one, I would, and I've only ever done it at level 60, and it would be pretty tough to do it at a level below that. The hardest part of Freya's quest and problem is a trip to the Well of Skelos and the Vig. Yeah, Jim, I agree. They should give us a quest roll that can heal you and followers. Well, there's going to be more, so there's going to be at least another 2 coming in the next chapter. This is going to be the first 2, and if you've seen the image that they gave, it had 4 companions on it. So there's another guy wearing standard armor but with a like a spear, and then there's I think it's a wolf. It'll be a pet companion. So that will be coming and probably coming in chapter 2. So the idea is they can keep adding other companions. They'll keep creating more storylines with more companions. So there could well be a healing companion coming that way. A good armor, a good weapon, and a berserker or Delincia, it should be doable. Yeah, I mean, how easily can you get a berserker or Delincia at lower levels though? That's the thing. You're going to have to be pretty on the ball to be able to get a berserker at low levels. It is doable. It can do it at level 10, but you're going to have to be pretty damn good to be able to get a berserker at level 10. And you'll struggle to get decent armor at that level as well. Wolf would be cool to have a named Wolf. Yep. Alright, what would you have me do?
As I am bound to this hellplant, you will have to go forth as my hand.
Seal the doorway. We turn our efforts towards freeing it. Okay.
I sense that you too are a student of the arcane. The banishing ritual.
Okay, so that's pretty.
Blood.
So he sensed that I already know sorcery, and he's just saying, bring me 3 sacrificial bloods. So that's different depending on what level. If you haven't done any sorcery, he explains where to learn sorcery and tells you to go and do it, and then advanced it by getting spell pages off of other sorcerers until you get to the point where you can do the blood rite. But if you've learned sorcery but haven't got that, he tells you to go and advance it to be able to do it. But because I've obviously completed sorcery, he was able to go, alright, you're a sorcerer, bring me blood. Nice and easy. I didn't bring any with me, so I will cheat again. 1, 2, 3. So I would suggest if you already know it, bring it with you before you come here the first time.
Exile, we have little time. Holding this, you make your return.
Have you the required blood? Freshly drained from Pitiful Exiled. You've done well. And now he's exhausted. He'll call out again when he can. So that's the first day of Lufay. Very simple. Just speak to him and give him 3 sacrificial blood in a flask. You might have to go away and learn sorcery and do that, or you can do it if you don't want to do sorcery or don't want to do that ritual. You can do it by either summoning them in, like I did there, admin them in, or there might be somebody who'll give you them on your server, or sell you them, or trade you them, or whatever. Berserkers are quite predictable with their attacks. They are quite predictable, but if you just make one mistake, they'll probably one-shot you. That's the issue, Griznak. Yeah, so that's if at level 10 you're only got to have access to the very basic truncheon, and you'll probably go through a couple of truncheons trying to take them down. But if you can get to the level where you can get a berserker and you can get half decent gear, apparently the guys in the Mounds of the Dead have had their armor put back to normal again. But they're not as difficult to take out anymore, so you could get Sumerian steel epic armor from them now. A lot easier. Andreas F, howdy, how are you? Good to see you. Run straight to Sep City and find purple lotus orbs. Once you have 3, make 4 for him. Go to Leon's watch and climb inside the tower, and then you can toss orbs at him and tame him early. Okay, that's a nice trick. Do you know which options affect the follower perks? I've got a rough idea. There's one about using sorcery yourself whilst doing something for him. What's the other ones? You get to the final section where you have to pick one of 2 recipes to put into his circle of power here. You'll get a different perk depending which option you go for. I can't remember what the 3rd option for him is. Freya has got an option of when you do the final battle, then whether you kill the person in the final battle or use a truncheon and knock them out. There'll be one where she has to do hunting, and if she does the most damage while hunting the bosses, you get 1 perk. If you do the most damage, you get another perk. And there's something about the fighting the demons in the Well of Skelos, that there's an option in there. That's the 3 options. I haven't had a full look at them yet. I did the ones in the beta that I did, and I'm working my way through at the moment. I'm testing doing the other things to see what the perks are. But I believe Whack and Pixel Cave and maybe Kaya have already got videos out that tells you the different options, and you can decide which ones are the perks you would like, so therefore the actions that you need to do. But you can do it multiple times. As soon as you've got one, you can come back like an hour later, and then you can start the quest again and get another one and mix and match them. So also not too bad. Also in Sep, check the prison in Sep. A chest there often have iron and sometimes steel truncheons. Yeah, that's true. Do you recommend starting afresh for this update, or just? I very much say just continue the game. There's nothing you wouldn't really notice that's that different if you started again. Most of the stuff involves things that you'll already have, or these companions that if you're already a decent level will be easier to get. Nerdburn, hello there. What's the new Age of Heroes like for you? Well, so it's varying. Some people are finding that their crafter thralls are disappearing. It hasn't happened to me, or it hasn't happened to me yet, anyway. But other people are finding that they're... See, let me see if I can teleport up to... Where is it? It's around about here. So it's around about here, just to the east of the aqueduct, and they'll be like floating in the air. So this is like 000 on the map regarding the location, and they're just going to be like floating up in the air. But yeah, none of mine have went missing, and certainly none of them are up there. But obviously you're going to need admin commands to be able to fly up to the sky to retrieve them, or I think it was Griznak said that they were building a big tower that you can walk up the tower and grab them that way. Yeah, barkeeps are pretty much gone for everybody, but barkeeps are pretty easy to get. Let me go down. I was going to go down here, and we're going to look at one of the other jailers. What time is it? It is 22. So a reminder, we've got a giveaway going on the Discord right now. Where am I? Wrong way. That way. Giving away a Yamatai Onset furniture set. This is a first. It's going to be a Steam key that will give you something from the bazaar as opposed to a DLC like we've done before. Am I going the right way? No, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. So on the Discord, go to the giveaways channel, hit the button for a free entry. And you should be entered in the draw for the Yamatai Onset set. Right, I think there should be another cage down here. It's narrow neck. Is it narrow neck span? Yep. And because this is down Noob River, the jailer should be a Cannibal Brute model. There's a cage on the left there. And there's the giant. You can just see in front of the Yogg thing, there's the giant Cannibal Brute. But same stats, same model as the Cannibal Brute, but it's called Jailer. Oh. Alright, take them out. Get a key. Ah, and there's no one in this cage. Awesome. Okay. Never mind. Right, let's head up to the Mounds of the Dead. Where else? Oh, there's den. There's ones in the den. Let me see. Over here somewhere. John Dillis pulled Janos from that cage. Oh wow, that would be handy. Right, it's over beside that. Defend when attack, that's what I want. It's over here somewhere. There we go, there's the cage there. Where's the jailer? There, so the jailer is just a random character here. I don't think it's an actual model of a particular named NPC, and it's different each time. But you can see its HP is a lot higher. There we go. Get another key.
Let us talk.
Who have we got?
Before anyone notices. You set me
So this is a barkeeper. I think this one is always a barkeeper. But we've got the same problem as normal, as how do we get them home? Well, maybe just leave you there and see if we can pull them back. Oh, there's a bountiful treasure chest. Because the other cage is just over the... You just see it over there, just at the bottom of that spire. Take on this boss guy. Get some... Ooh, we got the bestial claws. And of course, it's getting dark. Where's the other one? Up here. I don't think there is a jailer for this cage. But luckily we've got a spare key. Who was that? So, let's open that cage. Ooh. Ola the Mad Olo, a tier 4 alchemist. So there we go. We got a tier 4 out of a cage. Barkeeper doesn't count as a follower, you can just let him follow. But what about that guy? If I go follow, Delincia stops following. Right. Let's go get the barkeep. Ah, okay, so he does follow you. So, right, let's head back to base. A lot of people still standing about in here and not doing any work. Barkeep, come on. Right, barkeep. Stand guard. There. Right, so he should now start working the bar. And if we go to followers, Ola the Mad Hollow, rescue. Was recently attacked, remain cooldown 9 minutes 25 seconds. Okay, so we can't rescue him quite yet. That's a shame. Don't fight, but mobs will target them, so they need good armor. Got him. So when I was on the beta, that cage that I got the barkeep from, that was always a barkeeper. Every time I tried it, it was a barkeeper. I used them as extra slots. Got him out of the exact cage. Wonder. So of course, if we do a purge, you'll now get crafters in the cages of the purge. We don't have a good setup yet for the purge. We'll try just doing a level 1. I think we've only got enough treasure to do level 1 in this base. It's not set up properly. Need to get an Audu purge base set up here. I got him in the exact cage. Wondering T4s will only spawn in certain areas. Maybe. Right, let's have a look in here. Yeah, we've only got enough for a purge. Right, so let's try that just to see what we get. Where is it going to spawn? Hello? Look. There's Shade. There's Trip. Pellar the Well-Travelled. Julius. Oh, there we go. I hear it, but I don't see it. Oh, it's up on top of there. Come on then. Tell Flint to stop following and go rescue the T4 all on your own. Yeah, could do. Could do. Fatality. Should really switch fatalities off. Oh, there's a demolisher. Crofters are standing on tables and chairs in the pub. How dare they? Although I have done that myself a few times. Go on, take him down. No ammo.
In the name of Set, identify yourself.
This should be relatively quick. Sounds like some of the pubs I used to frequent in Plymouth. Come on, archers. All All the archers standing back up here.
Identify yourself.
Doo-doo-doo. Sounds like a good night, yeah. A typical army pub. Well, that's not even army pubs. I've seen plenty of pubs with people standing on tables, singing and dancing.
Enemies at the gate!
Another fatality. And another fatality. And I got one. What's going on? Come on. Don't let the demolishers through. And of war challenges this. Okay. Where is he?
In the name of Set, identify yourself.
There he is. Oh, missed him. There we go. Victory! Right, let's see what we get in the cages. Disappeared. How many cages do we have? We have 2 cages.
I beg you, speak to me.
So you are a bearer.
You will not.
And he's another barkeep. Okay, we'll take you because we'll use you for a future purge base. Anything good in here? No. Take that. We'll take the battering ram. We'll take that for crafting. I don't really care about anything else. Okay. So there we go. 1 tier, 1 purge, and we got a barkeep. But like the 2-handed mace fatality is brutal. Well, they're all brutal. Is the falling off that causes the trouble? Yeah, when you fall off the table. That is true. Alright, let me just drop stuff in there. Commander key. Gosh. Vanguard there. Right, can we get our guy back yet? Rescue. Oh, another 8 minutes and 13 seconds. Okay, eventually. What have we got? We've got a couple of minutes left. We'll nip up to... Where else is there? There's a cage there. Cage up here or here, I think. And then we've got the one at the Mounds of the Dead. Let's go to there. In fact, there's 2 at the Mounds of the Dead. There's one, I think, in that mound there, or maybe the next one. There's one on the little death circle. You can just see it there. You can just see it there. Go up there, and there's one round here somewhere. Take these guys out. Let's see how quickly they go down now. Oh, much quicker. Much better than before. Labs is off. Okay, thanks Labs. Good to see you. Look forward to your video tomorrow. Any crafters vanished? There's 3 at the mounds, is there? No, it's not in this one. Oh, this is in this one. There's the jailer. He's not a Delencia. But he's probably equivalent to a berserker. What have we got in here? Smelter 3 is another crafter. Let's head over here. He replaced the alchemist spot. Yeah. Oh. Today, so Kit Kat has won the Yamatai Onsen Furniture Bundle. So congratulations, Kit Kat. You are the winner of the bundle. Like I said before, I will send the code over to you. I'll DM you after the stream is over. I'm not 100% sure how you redeem it. But I guess you just redeem it like a normal Steam key. And it should give you that bizarre item, the burnt... Oh no, don't fall off. Oh no. Come on, quickly, get up. Delencia's up there on her own, doing damage to the jailer. Oh, looks like she's taken them all out. Alright, bearer, jailer. That one didn't look like Delencia. That's the same. It's got the same kind of character, but on the beta it looked like a Delencia. So there's the cage. What have we got in here?
Speak to me. You will not
It's a barkeep. Another barkeep. Right. Follow. That gives you an idea. The jailers are harder the further up the map you get, so they're based around the same sort of characters that are around that area in the map. So cannibal brutes down in the river, and then sort of medium characters, and then harder characters as you go further up north. All good, all good. Cages are a permanent addition, as far as we know. As far as we know, yeah. The one at Starcallers has not replaced the fighter. Now they've added an extra spot for it, so you can find Delencia there still. Oh, that's good to know. I was concerned that they were going to replace the Delencia spots with these things, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Alright, another barkeep. You can just stand about over there for the moment. Right, let's have a quick scan. So, all those guys still seem to be around. Iblis still seems to be around. Two blacksmith still seems to be around. The carpenter is around. Alchemist is still here. Taskmaster. Taskmaster is not there. Sorcerer is around. What are you? Ark and Broken Fingers and Hodor the Bowmaker are around. There's the Iblis. You just part of the... Yeah, you are part of the people... Oh, the dogs pop back up again. People coming into the tavern. Fighters are still around.
1,700
Sorcerer is still around. Cooks. Cook's still around. Yes, our Taskmaster appears to have disappeared. Followers. What was the Taskmaster called?
Such a pretty sight. Tidy books and coffers
Can't remember. Bowmaker, Edgesmith. Oh, there he is, Sir Bowen. So he's returning home. So let's put his eye on. Thanks for the fun stream. Everybody take care, stay safe, have a good week. Thank you very much. Let me see. I don't see them on the map. Let's teleport over here. I don't see them around here either. Not 100% sure the exact spot where they are. Around here somewhere. But nope, I don't see them. Back to base. Hopefully they'll make some adjustment to the thralls. They should be working most of the time and the guards shouldn't leave their spots. So guards won't move. Guards, dancers, they won't move. They don't do the whole living thing. They'll be on patrol. It's just crafters that do that. Right, let me have a look again. Followers. Ola the Mad. So that's the guy we found. Rescue. He was recently attacked, remaining cooldown 4 minutes 33 seconds. Okay, we'll have to have a check to see whether we get him back. I don't think. Let me just check the settings. Yes, I don't have minion population enabled, so it shouldn't be a limit of what I've got. Bearers don't really have a job at the base, so they just eat, sleep, or drink. Do they? I thought a bearer is like essentially a fighter. I thought they would just stand in place. Are you a bearer? Nope, you're a fighter. Oh no, the bearer is out at the base down here. This guy is a bearer. Yeah, Pelor the Well-Travelled. So he doesn't do anything. Okay, it's too far away from anything. But he should be acting like a fighter or an archer, and he should just stay there. But okay, there we go. We're actually past time now, but we've had a quick run through of some of the new features of Age of Heroes. The living settlements, we've had a look at the start of the 2 companion quests, we've had a look at some of the cages. Up at the Mounds of Dead, the Cimmerians have certainly had their armour restored to as it was before. So, a few teething problems. So yeah, be careful if you're putting out any followers. Be careful in case they disappear at the moment. But that's a quick look at Age of Heroes anyway. So some new features that are, some of them are quite nice, some of them need a bit of work, shall we say. Okay, that's going to do it for today. Thank you every one of you for joining us tonight. It's absolutely fantastic. Thanks for everybody joining in the chat. It's been a lot of chat tonight, so I've probably missed an awful lot of it. So if I've missed your message, I do apologise. But hopefully you can, if you've got a question, somebody's answered it for you in the chat. Otherwise, fire me a message on Discord. We can always check there. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for the new subs. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great week, and hopefully we'll see you back here next week for more Conan shenanigans. Okay, good night folks. Bye now.